It's morning here, but I guess it's not morning where you are. It's probably more like, I don't know, what time is it? Almost 1 o'clock. So on the East Coast. Thank you for being here today. For those who are watching live, thank you so much for joining me and chatting with me. For those who are watching on replay, the same to you. Thank you so much for being here. I am trying something new today. Uh, I'm trying to hook up Telegram. I've opened up the Susan Knowles channel, haven't invited anybody there to it. Don't know that it's working, to be honest with you. I'll have to figure out what's going on and how to get that to work. But once I do, it'll be great if I can get the thing to work. Good to see everybody from Cloud Hub this morning. Hope everything is working with the sound and the video and everything is good for you. We're going to be talking about some things today, as we always do in my health and wellness journey. And again, as I say, probably before every show, and you get tired of it, and it's in the caption as well. This is about my health and wellness journey, and it is about what has helped me, what has worked for me, what works for you, maybe something different. Hey, City Smiles, Sally, how are you? And we will talk about what my research has been, what's helped me. Hey, Deb. And then you should always, go consult your doctor for anything that you're doing. This is my health and wellness journey and my research. It could work for you and it may not. And as many of you may know, and I'll just repeat it in case you weren't here last week, I have been permanently banned off of Facebook. For what? I don't really know, because I was not given a reason, nor was I allowed a review. So if you're looking for me, you can go to Twitter, CloutHub, Instagram, Truth Social, Getter, and Telegram, all under Susan Knowles, and you'll find me at one of those places. But I won't be back to Facebook. They don't like me there. And I think if you're a conservative, you should be very careful about what you say, what you post, because I think they're going to try to get you off of there as fast as they can before the election. Deb said, "Yes, I saw that, Susan." Yep. Yep, and I'm completely gone. Except my group pages are there and all that, which I find very odd. But that's still there. But it's just my personal page is absolutely gone. Sally said, "That's terrible. You're still on IG." Yep, I am still on Instagram, so you will find me there. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about health and everything else. I want to tell you, a lot of what you absorb, what you consume, is going to affect your health. And now that may be some of you saying, "Hey, I knew that already. Why are you telling me that?" Because I think we forget about that, and it's so important for us to, acknowledge it, remember it, and try to follow, what doing those things that are good for us. For example, if you have seen this is the Real Life Network, and it is located at reallifenetwork.com. You can go there and sign up. It is absolutely free. And when I say free, I mean free. You can go there and you can watch sermons, you can watch movies. There is some political posts that are there, political podcasts. There are other podcasts, but this is all Christian based. You're not going to get, R-rated, X-rated movies and things like that. If you're trying to find that, you're not going to find that here. What's good about this too is if you go to Roku, if you have that and put in the Real Life Network, then this is going to come up as something on your Roku. And I watched a great movie there the other day called 7 Days in Utopia. It was so good. I love it. I've also gone there and seen a lot of, the greats, Billy Graham, Chuck Smith, a lot of those type of sermons, and sermons from my pastor, Jack Hibbs, other pastors, J.D. Farag is one, and other, on and on and on. Go and check it out. Again, it's absolutely free. They do need your email address. They probably, I think I've seen things that tell you, things that they've posted, but they're not going to ask you for money. They're not going to ask you to do anything else. They absolutely want this to get the gospel out. It is on 24/7. So if you're looking for something to, if you can't sleep or during the day, anytime, go there, choose whatever you want and watch it. It is so good and so worth your time. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about, and we talked about what you consume impacts you. And if, we want to talk about sleep. Um, why, why is sleep so important? Is it important? Should we really care about how much sleep we get? We always talk about that. We talk about from early age, kids need enough sleep. Well, adults need sleep too. And it is very important. Sleep deficiency, you're welcome, Sally. You'll love it, Sally. I'm telling you. Tell everybody about that site because they will absolutely love it. You can get a variety of things on that site. Sleep deficiency is linked to many chronic health problems, including heart disease, kidney disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke, obesity, and depression. So, sleep helps healing. Absolutely, Deb. And if you don't get the sleep, you're not going to get the healing, and it can cause you physical illnesses and even mental illnesses on down the line. Not getting enough quality sleep regularly raises the risk of many diseases and disorders. And you can find some of those that the NIH has even put out there. How much sleep do you need? There's always a controversy about that. Some people say, gosh, I get about, 4 hours of sleep. That's enough for me. Some people say, I need 9 hours, I need 8, I need 12, whatever. Typically, adults need 7 or more hours of good quality sleep on a regular basis. Hard to get 7. Sometimes I get 5 or 6. If I sleep too much, it's too much for me. I feel tired. I can't get going. It's really hard. So 6 hours for me is about tops. If I get 7, I'm bordering on that line of getting too much sleep for me. Now, why is getting sleep so important? We talked a little bit about it because, all the diseases that can develop if you don't get enough sleep. But also the benefits of that, if you get enough sleep, you get sick less often. And again, this is what's been put out by the NIH. You can stay at a healthy weight when you're getting enough sleep. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that, when you're not getting enough sleep, you're grumpy. Sometimes people look for food to eat. They're not thinking clearly. They're not doing everything that they normally would do. And it just starts to take its toll. You can lower your risk, again, for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease. Very important to reduce that. Reduce stress and improve your mood. I think stress is one of the main things that is why it's so important to get sleep. If people lack sleep, you know how it is. You're very stressed out. You snap at people. You're tired all day long. You can't concentrate. It affects your mood. It affects your stress level. You start getting depressed. You start thinking about, why am I so tired? Why am I so sleepy? What can I do about this? And it just snowballs, right? It's not a good effect. You can think more clearly and do better in school and work if you get enough sleep. And again, some of this is, pretty obvious, but needs to be said. You get along better with people. Again, you're not snapping at them. You're not angry because you didn't get enough sleep. Also, when you get enough sleep, you make good decisions and avoid injuries because, for example, people try to drive sometimes when they haven't had enough sleep, and that's not good for you in any way. And that can cause you to get into an accident, and that's not going to be good. Now, what are some of the things? See, sleep deprived people have high cortisol levels that add weight gain, especially to the belly. Yes, absolutely, Deb. That's so important. And that book that I talked to you about weeks ago called The Clot Thickens by Dr. Malcolm Kendrick. That book is so important about talking about heart disease, what causes it, what causes blood clots in your body, and how that impacts your health overall in the cortisol levels and how that impacts your health. So It's so important to look at all of that and to know all of that. Now, what are some of the things that you can do to get good sleep? And if I can find, there we go. All right. One of the things that you can do, there, I don't know how many of you do this now, but you can listen to brown noise. And if you haven't heard of brown noise, I think many of us have heard of white noise and all of that, but not brown noise. Brown noise is really good for you because it basically, I don't know, it soothes the brain waves. You know, like if you when you go to bed, if you're just thinking about what happened during the day, what you need to do, how you're going to get it all done, um, what can I do to get everything done? It's going to impact you and you're not going to be able to sleep. A lot of times people are just awake for hours on end and not able to rest at all. So, what? Let's see. You've Debbie said I have not heard of brown noise. Um, Let me put this up on the screen for you. And this is what you get. This is what the screen will look like when you're listening to the brown noise. This is a brown, just a brown slate, right? Now, I don't know if you can hear this. Let me turn up the sound and see if you can hear it on your end there. Isn't that restful, peaceful sound? I hope you're hearing this. Let me know if you're hearing. So you can turn this on someplace in your room. You don't want to be too close to it. You don't want to be too close to your phone. But you can play this on your phone and put it somewhere, kind of, somewhere in the room, and just listen to that all night long. It's like staticish. Yeah, it is, but them try it. It is so soothing. There are times when I can't sleep at all, and I will put this on, and I will be out in like 5 minutes. It stops the brain from thinking so much about everything that you need to do, and it just starts to allow you to relax. Um, and yeah, we use a fan. Yeah, I have a fan going too. It isn't the same. Sometimes I listen to the crickets that are outside, and sometimes that will help me get to sleep quickly and there's no problems, but sometimes it doesn't. And I need something like the brown noise to really get me to sleep. So, whatever works for you, that's what you should do. Now, what else helps you get to sleep? Well, for me, it is a good pillow. But my hot flashes, I need my fan. No, so yes, you can listen to both, Deb. Absolutely. We have the fan going and we have the brown noise going. Doesn't interfere, one doesn't interfere with the other. You'll love it. Give it a try, see what you think. People had always told me about it, and I thought, oh, that I can't see how that's going to work. Sounds a little dumb to me. And then I tried it, and it worked pretty well. So it does work. It does help you, and I think that you'll probably really enjoy it. Now, another thing is I think it's really important to have a great pillow. I know we've heard all the commercials, good night's sleep, this, that, and the other. So I have a hard time. I don't know what it is. I have to have the right pillow. It's got to be the right firmness. It's got to be the right, for my neck and everything else. And if I don't have that, I just toss and turn. There's not much, that I can do. So I went and I bought the My Pillow. This is the 1.0, right? Everybody said how wonderful it was, and I thought I would give it a try. I would say the first night it was okay. It was okay. I wanted the pillow because I wanted to buy American. I really did, and I wanted it to work, and I wanted it to be the best pillow ever. Long about the second, third night, I realized that it's kind of like the other pillows I've gotten, and it just doesn't work for me. There's a lot of stuff inside, like the fill, the polyester fill, or whatever's inside of it. I'm not really sure. And I've had other pillows like that. After a while, that separates, and yes, you can fluff it up, And no matter how many times that you fluff it up, it still really does not hold its firmness and doesn't really support the neck. Okay, so what did I do? Actually, I found a pillow that I absolutely love. It is not from America, unfortunately, but I ordered mine. Let me bring this up for you. It's the Beckham Hotel Collection bed pillows. I got the king size. You get two of them for $79. It's like $39 a piece. They are a down alternative. I don't use down pillows at all. And it supposedly has a jet cooling in it. Uh, Big pillow for the back. I don't know about that. Here's what I do know. This pillow, it doesn't stay hot. I don't know how it stays cool. I really don't know. It's not hot at all. It's not warm. Very soothing. You can see that this has had 228,902 ratings, and they gave it a 4.4. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, I don't use down at all, Sally, at all. This is a down alternative, which means it is not made of down. And so I got this pillow, was very skeptical. I thought, okay, here's going to be another pillow that I bought that's probably not going to work for me. And let me tell you, I have been pleasantly surprised, pleasantly surprised. It supports my neck. I have not had an opportunity where I have to fluff the pillow. It is, like I said, very cool, and I sleep like a baby. And it's the first time in I can't tell you how long that I have gotten a pillow that actually worked. And again, with 228,902 ratings, it's worth a shot. Now, this is, like I said, king size. The queen size is less expensive. If you have a queen size bed, it's $59.34 or 29.67 per count. If you don't want to buy it on Amazon for whatever reason, I know some people don't like to buy Amazon, and if I can find it someplace else, I'll try to do that. But I want, if sometimes too, if I want something, I don't want to wait. I want to get it. I don't want to have to wait for somebody else, to get it in stock. And when you want to sleep and you need to sleep, it's kind of important to get it and get it now, right? Um, Let me see if I can bring this up. Okay, so it's also at Walmart, and it's approximately the same. It's 47.99 for the queen, $80 for the king. So if you have Walmart, they have it in stock. Great. They also have this I saw at Target. I don't shop Target at all, so you can get it either place. Try it out if you feel like it. For me, it absolutely was a game changer. So, um, and again, no down, nothing in it. I have the allergies too. Don't like anything that causes allergies. And I can't use anything with feathers in it. Just absolutely cannot do it. But this pillow, I have not woken up with a neck ache, a headache, no pains, nothing. It's been great. So your head doesn't get hot at all. No, Deb, not at all. I don't know how it works. I don't know where the gel thing is inside or whatever it is, but it doesn't get hot at all. Now, I will tell you, before you buy this, they're made in China. And just like almost everything else that we buy, it's made in China. If you go to Walmart, practically everything's made in China. Target, everything's made in China. Amazon, everything's made in China. It's not going to be, unfortunately, it's not made in America. I couldn't find another pillow like this that was made in America that I could buy. So I went ahead and I bought it. And so far, it's great. Now, when you get the box, if you buy it from Amazon, you're gonna be shocked. It's gonna come in a box but like this. You're like, I mean, where are my pillows, right? It's a small little box. But what they do is, they deflate them. And so when you open it up, it inflates. And it said wait about a couple of hours. I can't remember how long, but it was ready to go. I mean, really, I could have used it right then. In fact, I did try it out at the moment I opened it up, and it inflated a little bit, and it was great. And by inflate, I just mean it on, it's been sort of packed really closely, all the air taken out, and it just opens up. It just expands when you get it. So if you like it and you get it, let me know. Let me know how you like it. Like I said, I have searched for pillows forever. I've even had the Tempur-Pedic pillows. I've had the Sleep Number pillows. I've had everything. This pillow is great, and I don't know if they use it in hotels like they say they do. I guess they claim they do, and it's been wonderful for me. And like I said, I got two of the king size pillows for like $79. Well worth, well worth the price. I've spent more than that on pillow after pillow after pillow trying to get something that works. So, good luck for you if you get it. I hope it does work, and just let me know. Okay, now, so what can we do? What are some of the things that we can do besides this wonderful pillow of recovering, let's say, from a lack of sleep? What can we do? Well, you can. This is some research from avogel.co.uk. This is what they claim, and it's commonsensical. So, number one, let in the light. Absorb the light. Don't sit in a dark room, feeling depressed and out of energy and fatigue because you didn't get enough sleep. Eat an energy boosting breakfast. Again, it makes sense. Something good. Fruit, yogurt, uh, anything else that you might like. I wouldn't say cook something that's going to weigh you down. Don't get a hamburger for breakfast. I don't think that's going to be the thing that you want to do. Get outside, get in the sunshine, get out where Mother Nature is, what God created. One of the things I've heard people talk about is what's called earthing. I don't know if it works, but here's what I do know. If you don't know what earthing is, it means like standing on the ground or something like that, where you're kind of connected to the earth rather than, wearing your shoes on cement, on whatever, all day long, and you're not connected. You're just, you're wearing the shoes. You can't feel anything. I've done that before. I don't know if I call it earthing, whatever. I go outside and I stand in the grass with my bare feet, and I stand there for a while. When I was a kid, I don't think we ever wore shoes. And I think, as a kid, we were pretty healthy kids too. Part of that is we were outside a lot. And number two, we were never wearing shoes. We were connected to the ground. We were connected to the earth, and nature, and connected to the sunlight. Drink plenty of water if you haven't had a lot of sleep and you're really trying to recover from it. Take small breaks throughout the day. You may want to try to do a little, meditation, deep breathing, relaxation type stuff. Avoid caffeine after lunch. I think caffeine can take you on a high and then it can take you on a low, right? And if you're trying to pump yourself up with caffeine and sugar or something like that, it's going to have a big drop. I don't drink caffeine myself. There is some caffeine, a minimal amount in my kombucha, but most of that is taken up by the scobies that eat the sugar and eat, the caffeine from the tea to make the SCOBY that you need in kombucha. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll talk about kombucha someday because I am sold on kombucha and have been drinking it for years. Um, Says also prepare yourself for the afternoon slump. You know how it is when it gets to that afternoon, and if you haven't had enough sleep, you're going to be really exhausted. Try a low impact form of exercise. And again, whatever you and your doctor think is best for you. It could be simply as just taking a nice walk and being outside. For me, that's what I need to do. I need to get out and walk. Now, so how can you get a good night's sleep and make this a part of your everyday routine? They say stick to a sleep schedule. If you go to bed at 9 o'clock and you get up at 5 o'clock every morning, continue to do that, even on the weekends. We're creatures of habit, probably, and your brain and your body gets used to being in that habit. I try to do that. I try not to take a nap during the day. Sometimes I get tired. I may close my eyes for a second, but I don't like taking a nap, especially like an afternoon nap. If you do decide that you do need a nap, Set an alarm where you're going for maybe 20 to 30 minutes and then you get up. If you sleep longer than that, number one, you're going to feel worse than you did before you laid down, and it's going to ruin your getting to sleep at night. But if you need a little cat nap or something like that, set an alarm so that you get up in about 20 to 30 minutes. They also recommend, and this is the NIH, which again I've seen this everywhere. I don't really follow the NIH, but um, I've said so because I've seen this other places. I believe it's true. Get some exercise every day, yes, but they say don't get it close to bedtime. You don't want to get yourself going and your adrenaline flowing and then try to sleep. It's not going to work. Go outside. Avoid nicotine and caffeine. If you're smoking, please stop. Just stop. It's not healthy for you in any way, shape, or form. I've had relatives that have died of lung cancer. It's not pretty. It's not pretty to watch. Please, I love you too much for you to continue smoking. Please stop smoking. Don't take naps after mid afternoon. Avoid alcohol and large meals before bedtime. A lot of people I've seen, say research has said don't eat after 7 o'clock at night. If you're European, that's not going to work for you because some of those people eat at like 10 o'clock at night. I don't know how they do it, but whatever. And limit your electronics before bed. If you're on your phone, or you're playing video games or whatever on your phone, stop doing that. Give yourself time before going to bed that you've disengaged from all of the electronics. One of the things that you might want to do to help you do that is put your phone away, put everything away, and do some relaxation, deep breathing. Maybe inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds is a good rhythm. You want to take a deep breath, hold it for 4, and release it for 6. And do that for maybe 5-10 minutes. That gets your body and your brain calmed down, gets you ready for bed and for a good night's sleep. If you're still doing electronics, you're wondering what somebody said on Twitter or now X, you're not going to sleep. Your brain is going to keep going. And this is where, too, the brown noise, put that on and start to go into a deep sleep. You'll feel better in the morning. You absolutely will. Create a good sleeping environment. Keep the temperature cool if possible. Get rid of, light that's coming in, sound that's coming in that's not good sound, maybe sound that's coming in from traffic or whatever. Yeah, Deb says breathing methods really work. They absolutely do. I know that for myself. It lowers your heart rate, it lowers your blood pressure, it lowers your pulse rate. And, it's great. Also, try to make it dark in your room, silence your cell phone, things of that nature. If you have a cell phone in the room, like mine lights up all the time when any message comes through, whatever, turn it over so that you don't see that. If you're playing your brown noise, it's okay. You're not going to be looking at anything anyway. You're just going to be listening to the sound. Deb says she wears an eye mask. Probably a very good idea, Deb. That way you don't see any of the light in the room. Now it said if you're laying in the bed and you can't get to sleep after about 20 minutes, get up, do a relaxing activity until you feel sleepy again. Maybe you could get up, do the relaxation exercises, maybe read a couple of verses in the Bible that you just feel relaxed, and then you go back to sleep. And it said, see your healthcare professional if you're every night you're just not getting a good night's sleep. And sleep is so important, really, really is. So I hope this has helped. If you see scrolling across the bottom, that's thespiritedcrafter.com. That's my business where you can go and you can get downloads. I'm going to have other things coming. These are instant printable downloads, things that you can use on your own products, your crafts, other things that you may want to do with it. You can also, you can make prints out of it. You can do a lot of things. And if you go to thespiritedcrafter.com and you say, I want a product that's already made, it'll take you to my society6.com page, which will show you the products that I have there that you can buy that are already pre-made and you won't have to worry about it. But you'll see that in the description, you'll see all the links there, the link to my latest book, You're Not a Monkey, Billy. And that's a book that we kind of need for today, where people are trying to confuse children about who they are. All right. So if you do you have any questions? If not, I'll let you go. And again, thank you so much for coming to my Rumble page. I'm sorry I won't be seeing you on Facebook anymore. I hope you will follow me by subscribing here or following me on, the other platforms that I mentioned, Twitter, which is X, Instagram, Cloud Hub, Getter, and Truth Social, all under Susan Knowles. All right, everybody. Thank you again so much. Please share this if you will. And we will be back hopefully again next week, if not sooner. Take care, everybody. God bless you.